Yo, 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 what's good?
And what's good though?
You alright?
Man, terrific. Just listen to You Know Who.
Yeah, listen to his You Know What? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got a very special BTN podcast, Breaking the Narrative podcast
Yeah.
today.
Man.
Today is May the 14th, 2021.
And we are going to be talking about that new Cole album. Oh my God.
The off season is upon us, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh. This man, the offseason, man done made some trades. This nigga done
Yeah.
drafted like a first round pick. And he about to be a generational talent. This man is doing it all, bruh.
He's doing it all.
Like,
Shout out to Jermaine Cole, man.
Shouts out to Jermaine Cole, bruh.
Man.
You, sir, have created a classic, and it's only been out for less than 12 hours.
Yeah.
Well, actually, a little bit longer than 12 hours.
Maybe about 12 hours.
Yeah, 12 hours and 11 minutes as of
Yeah.
right now, because it's 12:11.
Yeah.
But oh my God, man, talk about like just the first song has your top 5.
Yeah.
And like one of your top 5s
One of my
is
top five
in
in yeah.
the first song.
Cole
man.
keep going on, man. He's trying to get up there too, man. he's trying. He's trying.
It's like he knew you were about to listen to it.
Yeah, that's what I felt like. It felt real special to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like I told you, I had downloaded it, and I thought I had downloaded maybe the wrong thing, because like I heard Cameron, and I'm like, yo, I know the web people not up to their shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? But because of I like how fire the beat was, it was a Cameron type of beat too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was like a classic Dipset type of vibe. You know what I mean? So I was like, I didn't hear this song, so I'm just gonna listen to it anyway. And then once he name dropped Cole, you know what I'm saying? Then I was like, yo, I know this ain't like the intro, Slum.
So
You know, like, and the song is called 95 South. So anybody that doesn't know, out on the West Coast, blah, 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 I-95 is a crucial highway on the East Coast that runs from top to bottom.
mm-hmm.
So I-95, you can go from Florida all the way up to Maine, passing through each state.
Yep.
Which makes this song even better because Cole, of course, is from North Carolina.
Yes, he is.
It's featuring Cameron and Little John. So he went north and south on this one.
Yeah, it's actually a really good metaphor for the song. It works.
Yes.
And man, I was not prepared for that at all.
Facts.
I wasn't prepared at all. Like, it took me a little bit to realize, wait a minute, he's really doing this.
Yeah.
When I heard Cameron, I was like, no, you didn't. You did not.
And he's all through the song. It wasn't even just the 20 seconds in the beginning and then he's gonna know. He's like hyping him up all through the song.
Son, that was crazy.
That's
to
iconic.
me. It is.
That's very iconic.
Man, that
You know what that moment reminded me of is how back in like 2003 when Dipset had dropped the Diplomatic Immunity album, and at this time Cameron was on his way up, but he wasn't up. You know what I mean?
okay.
And so they had this song called What's Good, What's Really Good, and featuring DMX. So at this time, DMX is like one of the top dogs. So it was iconic because DMX didn't rap on it. He just did the hook. And it made it so iconic that, yo, they have like the top dog doing
Literally.
a hook on their song.
Yeah.
Like not rapping. He's just doing the hook. So to see Cameron, he's not rapping on this song. He's just basically narrating you through it. That's crazy.
Man,
That's crazy, bro.
like,
Wow.
some niggas need to be scared of Cole, bro. It's people have been sleeping on this man for so long.
Yeah.
He has his hardcore fans. I happen to be one of them.
I happen to be another.
I wasn't one. I think I was a fan of Cole from 2000 and I think like 16, 17, all the way up.
Okay.
Because I wasn't a huge Cole fan. I was into a whole bunch of other artists.
Okay.
But man, just listening to his catalog, how can you not like him?
I don't know. I've listened to Cole from like I want to say 2009. I believe that's the year the Blueprint 3 came out, and he was on a song on one of Jay-Z's songs, and that's the first time I heard him. And then I've just been a fan ever since. I became a super fan about 2014. Is that when Forest Hill Drive came out?
Yeah, 2014 Forest Hills.
Yeah, so whenever that album, whatever year that album came out, that's when I was like, okay, I mean, he's like, he's different.
Yeah, like I can listen to that song over and over and over again and not get tired of it. I'll even listen to the ending credits for the ending of the album where he's just name dropping people.
Yeah.
I can even listen to that.
Yeah,
And it's crazy how well he puts together his music.
facts.
And to be honest, like I'm not gonna say I wasn't a fan of his. Like 2016 on back, I was a fan.
Yeah.
It's just I
yeah.
wasn't a huge fan of his. I knew
Right.
how great he was.
Right,
I just never really got into his music as much as I did 2017 forward.
right. And that's how I feel like, it's going to happen. It's just different time periods.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you just like, I feel like a lot of people just hate him for no reason.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing like, it usually happens with these type of people where a person is just low key, super solid, super reliable, consistent, consistently does good work. So after a while, people tend to be like, all right, we know he's going to do him. Let's just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we've had this conversation plenty of times before where it's like, every time people debate something, they automatically remove like the top dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like how many times we heard like, okay, who's the best rapper ever? And Tupac don't count, and you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. He's that right now.
Yeah. He's on top of the world right now.
Yeah, there's no denying. There's nobody I know, quoting, I forgot which show it is. I don't know if it was the Grammys. I don't think it might have been whatever. One of them Academy Award shows. I know Drake is, the artist of the decade. But I feel like J. Cole he's just top dog.
Yeah.
Like,
I think J. Cole definitely deserves it more. But
yeah. Which he also had in the freestyle that he dropped prior to the album coming out, he also like dropped a line somewhere in there, and I forget how it goes, but I know basically he was saying like something. I don't know both of the bars, but I know the end bar was like, I've dropped more fire but gotten less rewards. I don't know who he was talking to. I don't know who, you know what I'm saying? But
I mean, I think that could be taken in multiple ways, but just speaking in general makes sense.
It does. Because like I said, he's been consistent.
Yeah, like hella consistent. Like he as far as production is concerned, like just production.
Yeah.
He's been hella consistent.
And shout out to him using so many different producers,
Mm-hmm.
letting them get shine. Because
Yeah.
he definitely credit. And one of the producers I want to speak on, which we haven't heard from in a long time, at least I haven't, I don't know about you, has a song produced by Timbaland.
Yeah, I knew you were going to mention that name.
Welcome back, Timbaland.
Man, what?
Welcome back. Wow.
Man.
I feel like the only way he could have upstaged is if someone would have said like, yo, yeah, Dr. Dre made this
Yeah.
one. You know
That's
what I'm
the
saying? Like,
only
I feel
way.
like that's the only way, like, maybe that's the next album. You know what I'm saying?
Or maybe a Sky Storch or somebody came out of nowhere.
Yeah, like somebody who's just like, DJ Clue, that's a storm, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, because obviously,
Or you get somebody like Kanye, that'd be,
yeah.
Can you imagine?
And because obviously, J. Cole is from North Carolina, but he has a lot of New York pull.
He does a hell of a lot. Because I mean, he's co-signed by Jay-Z. Like, you have no
Yes.
other alternative but to have connections in New York.
Yes, the Cameron thing kind of sealed the deal.
It did.
Yeah, that lets me know like what they view of you up there.
Yeah, they fuck with you for real.
Yeah, if he's willing to come in and just do that,
Yeah, because no the nigga Cam is just like, he ain't gonna come down there for no reason unless you serious.
which also leads me to believe. Do you think they have a collab that we just haven't heard yet?
Man,
Because artists tend to do the I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
yeah.
Hop on my album, I'll hop on yours.
I'm pretty sure, like, that 21 Savage song you had on that jump, bruh, I'm pretty sure they recorded that when they made A Lot. I'm pretty sure they probably recorded it around the time they made A Lot.
Right, and that was a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because, that nigga J. Cole will hold on to a song for, like, 4 years.
yeah. So I'm just, wouldn't that be something?
Man.
I kind of feel like it has to, because Cameron dropped the album back in like January, Purple Haze 3, and he had a song with Wale. So
That's wild.
yeah, it's a very good song because Wale is a rapper, and Cameron, he's a rapper that doesn't get credit for being a rapper.
Yeah.
What the masses like from Cameron was the swaggy, stylistic drug dealer aura that he brought to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what they really like. But
Yeah.
when you see his basement freestyles, he a different nigga.
Or will you just listen to like the albums other than like what the hit songs are?
Yeah.
The hit songs are hits, but it's like once you get past like those songs, it's like, yo, this dude's a classic storyteller.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's like vintage storyteller. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Like him and Joel, they did a really good job storytelling.
yes, so I feel like J. Cole, he's just like, it's almost like he's from New York.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't have told me where he's from, I would guess New York.
Yeah, 'cause he doesn't have much of a North Carolina accent. With the, I actually lived in North Carolina before, so their accents sort of are, the southernish accents. But that I'm pretty sure that's not everywhere though. So I could be wrong.
Yeah.
So more than likely, like with
'cause
Cole, it just seems like he hangs around and is seen with a lot of like upstate talent.
Yeah. Because, we have the baby. He's from North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
And and they've done a song together. So it's a completely different. Now that I think about it, J. Cole has like I was saying earlier about Dipset with DMX and Cameron on this one, he has a song that he did with Boz, who is a part of the Dreamville group, and they have 50 Cent on the hook. And the song's called New York Times. And it's a classic New York beat with 50 Cent on the hook. So he's just very, I don't know, he's just very New York-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's versatile when it comes to like
Facts.
the difference in states. Like it doesn't matter where you're from. If you are good, like he wants you on the track.
Facts.
So that's one thing I can give him.
Yeah.
Like that whole Dreamville push that they did when they came out with that album, man, smart move on his end.
It is. Especially, and somebody from the camp is going to be releasing later on this year, he said. So, who, we don't know. But, which they also were all scattered through the album. So, I think I heard a little bit of JID.
Yeah, like everybody was on that album.
Yeah.
Bro.
So, looking at the track list, because, they dropped the track list a little bit earlier, so people were thinking, like, oh, he's doing another album with no features, because nobody's listed, like, on the, and then it's just like, oh, no, he has features, and he has all type of features, like, he has people rapping, has people just speaking.
Yeah.
Has the Little John. I like the Little John thing too.
Yeah,
welcome back, Little John.
Yeah, definitely.
Welcome
bruh.
back.
Like, 'cause on that track, it's just like you get a piece of everything.
Yeah, he took you up north, took you down south,
I'm surprised he didn't get somebody from the West Coast.
Yeah, like that's what I said. All of a sudden the beat changed. It's a Dr. J beat. You know what I'm saying?
All of a sudden, you hear Kendrick voice.
Yeah,
Oh, it would have been over.
yeah,
He did something
it
like
definitely,
that.
it definitely that's a monopoly.
That would have been over.
Yeah,
Snowball effect completely. It would have just tore. It would have torn everything down.
that'd have been the equivalent of maybe like Stone Cold tag teaming with The Rock or something.
Bruh.
Yeah,
No bull.
yeah, you know
no
what I'm saying?
bull.
Yeah, so
No bull.
that it's coming, but I feel like they're just waiting for the right moment because people been wanting this for years.
They actually have a track together though.
I'm talking about like an album.
Well, yeah, album.
Because if they do an album together, it's going to have to be like they're going to have to do a tour. It has to be the whole 9 yards.
They also have to not be on labels.
Think so?
Because labels don't want all that, man.
But the unique thing about their labels,
TD and
they're both surfaced on Interscope.
Yeah.
So that could be the one saving grace, because if you look at Cole's album art, it's Dreamville obviously, and then it's Rock Nation obviously again, and then it's Interscope. So I feel like Kendrick's is also based out of Interscope. Once you get to the TDE and I don't know, I'm assuming Aftermath still, but you know how Dre does with his artists, he kind of puts you on and pushes you out the door after a couple of albums. You know what I'm saying? Go do your thing. I don't know. Bruh. But yeah, got a couple welcome backs on this album, man.
Man, I don't know, bro. It's just.
When's the last Timberland song you heard? What?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I don't remember at all, bro.
Remember.
But I'm pretty sure he has featured. Well, not features, but he's probably done production as of recent. But we probably haven't even heard it.
Or didn't know it was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Timbo, he does a whole bunch of everything. It's like you can tell that it's his, but if they don't say that it's his, you won't know.
What about Lil Jon?
Yeah, Lil Jon a different nigga though. Like you can tell his crunk music type shit like that.
I know it was him. Like as soon as you hear that voice, I know that's Lil Jon. When's the last time you heard him?
Crunk juice.
crunk juice.
Yeah, no, the snap your fingers on.
Yeah,
no. Turn down for what? It was that one too?
Turn down for what? I think that might have been.
That was the last time I heard that nigga.
Golly, how long ago was that?
God.
Was that?
Like 7-8 years ago?
Yeah, that's a long time. So Cole originally this album was supposed to drop in 2020. But it got pushed back to 2021. Obviously the pandemic probably played some part in this.
Yeah.
But maybe it just took a little time to recruit the litany of all-star recruitments that he did for this.
Man. Yo. My man put the super team on this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah. I gotta see some videos now.
Man, what?
Yeah.
Can
that first song has to be a video.
So can you imagine if the Climb Back had a video, bro?
Which is also fire.
And he dropped it on Lewis Street last year.
Yeah.
Which was wild. I was like, oh man. Did he really put this on the album? When I saw the track list, I was like, oh, so this was supposed to be on the album. Man, that song was actually the best one out of the two to me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's a classic. It's day one, so only time will tell.
Nigga, I'm sorry, I put it in classic category already.
Yeah, but this is worth the wait, man.
It was.
Yeah, this was.
It's worth the wait because even though it's only been out 12 hours, I probably listened to it like 5 or 6 times already.
Yes, I listened to it 3 times myself, and that's just today. Going forward, it's just. If you make timeless music, that's what it does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No matter how long it passes, it never gets old.
Yeah.
Like how many times have we heard like some of them old school songs, and it never gets old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I can still listen to 2014 Forest Hills Drive and listen to like I said, I can listen to it over and over and over again. I have no problem with it now.
Right.
Like I could probably go back and listen to Truly Yours. I could listen to.
Facts. He has timeless music.
He does.
Yeah. So. We tend on these podcasts, we tend to like swerve off topic a little bit.
Obviously.
So we'll take a few minutes to do that right quick. I haven't got a chance to listen, but 21 Savage dropped the album today too.
I did not know that.
Yes, he did. I haven't had a chance to listen to that yet. I heard one of the songs. I just haven't heard the whole thing. 21 Savage seems like he wants to be a rapper now, man.
He was a rapper before he went like before he went mainstream. He was a for real rapper though.
Okay.
Like
I didn't know before. I thought that freshman class thing. I thought that was who he was. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a whole group of them.
Before they wanted to.
Yeah.
Like they gave him a template of what he should do.
Mm-hmm.
He was a rapper for real.
Okay. Well, I can. Okay. Well, it seems like, it's not like you just come in the game super silly and then like all of a sudden you just learn how to rap. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I get it. It makes sense. But he's saying like, yeah, I'm a fan now, man.
So like when I heard a lot, I was like, you know what?
Yes.
Maybe he's doing something different now, and I want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
I like the direction he's going.
Yeah.
And then on the new track, well, I don't even know. I can't even call it new because they probably recorded this shit at the same time.
Yeah.
But on this track, I was like, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time.
Because you can have that balance. You can be balanced. Because he raps like this now, and a lot he was different. And then he still does the little silly stuff. Like, you remember the little Drake and Future song, Life is Good?
The funny thing is, I don't listen to Drake or Future, so I wouldn't even.
Yeah, so January of 2020, Drake and Future dropped a song, which was a massive hit, by the way. At least, in my opinion, Drake's part was a hit. Called Life's Good. So, I know. Have you heard the Drake and Travis Scott, the Sicko Mode song?
I've heard it because it was on 2K20. And I had to listen to it.
And so it's kind of like that kind of format where Drake kind of has this hard hitting beat, like very like put together beat that he's just going over, and then when the other person comes in, it kind of switches to like their style of music and they do what they do. So that's how this song was. It was, going super hard. But anyway, in the video is it's Drake and Future going, like, it's flashes of them having a bunch of different like jobs, like regular people jobs. So it starts off they're trash men on the back of trash trucks picking up people's trash, you know what I'm saying? And the video is actually cool. The video is actually like, no gripe about the video. It's actually creative, if you will. So then that goes to them being like working at a little fake little Best Buy, you know what I'm saying? And this is where you see they start throwing in these cameos. So and then when they work at the fake little Best Buy, you can see Lil Yachty. I didn't know it was him at first because I'm used to Lil Yachty having the red hair, but he's back normal now. Which is shout out to Yachty. So he has the black hair and he's not dressing up like he's Oprah. He's not the silly shit. The silly shit we done seen Yachty do. You know what I'm saying? So
let's not talk about it.
Yeah, so he's back normal now. He's like one of the fake little employees working in the store, this and that. And so they cut to them working at like a fake looking Checkers or whatever. Now this is the OC part of the video. So it's a cutaway before the song. It cuts off and it's a cutaway of Drake and Future talking outside the little store. I guess they on a smoke break or something. And Drake is telling, he's asking Future like, "Yo, you can rap for real?" And then Future's like, "Yeah, once I get these bricks off." Basically, they like supposed to be like fake little flashbacks. Like, once I get these bricks off, I'm gonna pay for some studio time. Yeah, I want you to be my manager, Slim. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, all right. And then the boss come out, yo, y'all gotta get back to work. So then the song kick in, and this Future like part, his little trap song or whatever, he rapping. And so of course Future in the zone, he working the drive-through, and so every time a bad Joan pull up in the drive-through, he trying to go smack. 21 Savage is working the cash register. And you already laughing, so you know it's about to be foolery. And she have a cup of lean.
Yo, get the fuck out of here.
Why he's taking orders? You know what I'm saying? He's sipping lean while he's taking orders, bro. Like,
I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny at the
It's
same
funny,
time.
but it's not funny. And then they have Drake. He's like the cook, and he's back there trying to flip burgers and dropping them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a funny, it's a cool video. You know what I'm saying?
Way to make fun of their normal jobs like that.
Yeah, they definitely was like, yeah, because then it had cut to them when Drake, before Drake's verse was over. Actually, one of the cuts was them like being mechanics. You know what I'm saying? And Drake, he fucking up somebody's car. You know what I'm saying? Like he trying to repair it, he fucking it up. And he looking for help, and Future, he done walked off to talk to a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like they just, it's very creative. Anyway, which is ironically, that would be the song to lead all 2020, and 2020 would be like a catastrophic year. So the song was called "Life's Good," and then life would be anything but good for millions of people. So
The curse of the Life's Good song.
yeah, how ironic was that and shit? But but yeah, yeah. Shout out to 21 Savage, and I can also use Drake to segue into the other topic, which is Nicki Minaj. Fellow,
Do we have to?
yeah, just a little bit.
God damn it.
Fellow Young Money group member or group mate, label mate,
Yeah, who I also don't listen to.
whoever you will, I don't know how you would describe that, partner, business, I don't know. Also dropped what I'm now learning is a remastered mixtape. So I thought it was an album.
And you were highly disappointed.
Highly disappointed. Thought I was tripping. Again, you know, I did the torrent thing. You know, Nicki doesn't get the same kind of love and respect that J. Cole does. So did the torrent thing. And I'm like, okay, you hear the 2 new songs, cool. And then you hear like, you know how you think you're hearing a new song, and then all of a sudden it's like, you kind of just start singing along and shit. I'm like, hold on, I know these lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
It's like your mind's trying to tell you something.
Yes, I'm like, damn, you know, am I psychic right now, or this some bullshit? You know what I'm saying? So you know, I
My
get
man
on,
was out there looking like Professor X and shit, holding his fingers to his head.
So I get on Facebook. I said I want to see if anybody say something about Nicki and shit. And my bro, he had made a post like a couple seconds right before I got on. It's like, so Nicki Minaj is gonna give us 3 new songs and a bunch of recycled songs, and I was like, all right, so I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? And then I made that post too, and then I shared his junk, and then somebody commented, was like, nah, she just remastered like a mixtape. And I'm like, Slim, you been gone for 3 years. Like, that's it?
Yeah.
Like
That's pretty much the what it's just saying that a lot of these niggas are just lazy.
Yeah, and I know she had a kid, so you know, that's 9 months.
If you got time to do a photo shoot for the album, you got time to write a verse and record it.
That's also facts. Because the photos look absolutely amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know how much time a photo shoot really takes at that quality?
Yeah. Come on, Nicki. I know you got more than 3 songs.
Like, 'cause you got to go through makeup and all that other shit.
Yeah.
You can spend 2 or 3 hours.
The prep for the photo shoot probably was a couple of hours.
Yeah.
You got to get the outfits, make sure they fit right.
Yeah, bro.
Because I'm quite sure they send multiple outfits in different sizes.
That's,
you know, so.
like I said, it's laziness.
Yeah. So I was disappointed.
Yeah. Oh, and one thing I got to correct myself.
Okay.
That Sicko Mode song was actually on 2K19. It wasn't on 2K20. I had to remember.
Okay. That was the same one as the other Travis Scott.
Yeah, it was like the whole thing was like Travis Scott.
My favorite Travis Scott song, Stargazing, was also on that one.
I forgot how that song go, but
yeah, it's the song that kicked off this whole Astro World. Yeah, it's my favorite song because by him anyway. I normally didn't like his type of music.
Well, neither did I really. But
yeah,
I mean, it's like certain songs, but it just depends on what it is.
Yeah. So with that song, it's more like I think we were driving in a car or something. It was like late at night, and everybody's just like chilling and mellow. And then this song comes on, and it's just like the beat. The beat is just like out of this world, Astro World, obviously, but the beat is just like out of this world, so to speak. And then, it's not he's not the best lyricist,
No, he's not.
but
He's
he
not
also,
by a long shot.
yeah, he also slickly slides in decent lines.
He's like Kanye. I'm pretty sure he has a ghost. I'm pretty sure he has a ghostwriter somewhere.
Probably. It's all cool with me, but probably, because it's a good song. One of my favorite songs by him. But yeah, so
Yeah, he actually has a song with Saha, which is actually one of my favorite artists, because they're on the same label. So come on, like you have access to him, you have access to Kanye. Come on,
facts.
Why not utilize?
Shout out to Kanye, man. Yeezy or Yeezus.
Man, whatever the hell he want to call himself nowadays.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, bro, it's like like having like with Travis Scott, I just couldn't really get behind his music. It just depends on what it is. I like his beats.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But as far as like
he's more so an artist for people that like them rave parties.
Yeah.
The big festivals where it's like 100,000 people and you can beat up people, throw people around.
Yeah, like he's a party music type of person.
Yeah.
But I can't really do that because I want to listen to lyrics. So it's just like that's why I like niggas like Cole.
So I like Travis Scott. Like sometimes it's cool to incorporate. Well, there's about 3-4 songs I have on my playlist from Travis Scott. I don't have a bunch of Travis Scott, but about 3-4 songs. And he had his own meal at McDonald's, man. I gotta count for something, right? The Travis Scott meal. Not too many niggas get their own meal up there, man. Granted, I haven't had McDonald's in a long time, but
McDonald's is horrible for you. So.
But the Travis Scott meal, I don't know, man.
Like, what the hell did that consist of?
I think a fancy variation of the quarter pounder with, I don't know, probably fries and a drink or something, and probably came with something too, like a accessory or some shit like that.
Trash.
I mean, but you still, man, Jay-Z ain't even got nothing at McDonald's before. That's not like impressive.
That's because nigga a vegan.
Now, wasn't a vegan 20 years ago.
I mean,
you
rappers wasn't really as publicized as they are now.
Shit, you figured out. I'm like, Jay-Z and Nas was beefing. Somebody should have came out of that with something. Like, you walk inside, Burger King, yeah, we got that new Ether Whopper, you know what I'm saying? Like, like something should have came out of something.
Said
like,
the Ether Whopper, though?
Yeah.
The Ether Whopper.
That spicy Whopper and shit, you know
Nigga,
what I'm
that
saying?
does not sound appetizing at all. Like, nigga, that's horrible.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's something. It's something. Shout out to Nas, by the way, because he's doing his thing, especially with all the Hennessy.
If he had got, can you imagine if Cole had got Nas?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's probably in the works, or maybe it's in the works.
Dude.
I mean, he has to get Jay-Z. I feel like, because like I said, the first time I heard Cole was on a Jay-Z song. I feel like it all has to come full circle now.
Yeah, because, Jay Electronica got him on a whole album. It's like, come on, you can give Cole a track.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or a verse, just a verse. Like, because on that song that I heard, it's called Every Day a Star is Born. And this was a track that Jay-Z was paying super homage to a lot of rappers that he looked up to and a lot of his peers. And even the ones that he wasn't necessarily cool with, he still showed. I like this about New York rappers, because even when they would big up you, it would still be like in a little throw shade kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So obviously he was beefing with Nas, but a lot of people don't know he's beefing with Mobb Deep too. So like I said in the song, he's paying homage to like all these. He got a bunch of like wavy lines about all these rappers, everybody you could think of: Eminem, Nelly, Ja Rule, 50 Cent. Even though he didn't like 50 Cent like that, he still threw him a bar. And when it got to Mobb Deep, he was saying, he said Mobb Deep shook it, but Prodigy took it a little too far. You can't fuck with Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So even in the line of showing love, he still had to throw like, rest in peace Prodigy, by the way. He still had to throw like some subtle shade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he still recognized like their greatness. You know what I mean? So that's the. It was one of those type of songs where he did like 3 verses, and then J. Cole was the 4th verse, which is, you know, a young hungry dude. You're like, damn, who the fuck is this nigga? You got like on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's facts. Right? So the whole time, I think J. Cole's last album, I think he might end up getting the nigga Jay-Z on the joint, bro. I think it
gotta come full circle.
It has
it
to.
Gotta come full circle.
It has to.
You know what I'm saying? It has to.
Because with the off season, it's just like, okay, you pulling niggas out of the woodwork, really.
Yeah.
Now I feel as though you got to at least attempt to get somebody like Jay-Z or get somebody like a Nas. You have to find a legend.
Yeah.
You have to. Or you and Kendrick got to get on at least 3 tracks together. That's it.
So let me ask you a question. Obviously, he's under Jay-Z. Do you think they already have something, but just on ice?
I wouldn't be surprised. Because like I said before, J. Cole holds on to songs for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, which is very common, by the way.
Which it is very common. And Jay-Z, like, he'll hit you with a surprise album that he had stored away since like 92.
Yeah.
So
and still be like sounding up to date and current.
Exactly.
Like, Tupac died in '96, and he has new music that still can.
And it was like the equivalent to the Dave Chappelle skit where he was rapping and saying like everything was a little bit too current.
He said, "Nigga, man, that new Tupac song, rest in peace and shit."
Okay, I
will. He's saying stuff that's happening in the club. But yeah, like that's funny, but in a sense is something as simple as certain people just make timeless music.
They do.
That's it. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Tupac just made timeless music.
Cause you can bump Illmatic and right now.
Right.
And it'll still be good.
Yeah.
You can listen to every last Blueprint album right now and it'll still be good.
And it'll still be good.
Always. Yeah. Like there's nothing you can listen to from like classic artists that does not have they don't have shelf life music.
Yeah.
It's no expiration dates.
Facts.
So that's the reason why I prefer listening to people who make timeless music instead of just timeless production. Cause you listen to a lot of the artists like they force down your throat. It's timeless production with lack of drive as far as writing.
Right. And it definitely has a time limit on because a lot of this stuff just be like trendy with whatever's hot now.
Mm-hmm.
And the artists that just stay above that, and then you get to a level where it's like people just going to eat up what you say regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's definitely dope. I kind of feel like with this album, J. Cole is definitely on that level now. Even though he's not going to give you just anything anyway, he's always going to give you something of substance. But he's on the level where he could just say anything, and I think people are going to.
Bro, but this to be honest, bro, like even with the idea of being able to say anything and it be okay, he ain't say just anything.
That's what I just said. That's what I said. He's not.
I know.
He's always gonna give you substance. Yeah.
I get it. But man, like he was even saying, he was like, sometimes you gotta make sure that you say what you need to say in front of the people that doubted you, just so they know that you that nigga.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
bro, I was like, man, he really made you listen to him.
Yeah, yeah, because he felt like, man, it feels like I relate to him so much in so many different ways, young. That's why I really fuck with Cole.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it just, and we talk about it all the time. It's like you really do just can put in the most work, and a lot of it tends to just go unnoticed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you can really be the most consistent, but if you're not who people want to be the most consistent,
it don't matter.
it's not gonna like generally it's not gonna count. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's just very. I feel like his situation is very, very, very fortunate because he has the right machine behind him.
Yes.
Where he doesn't have to have a template on his style. Whatever he wants to do, however he wants to do it, do you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
He's underappreciated, underrated, and he's overlooked.
Very, very.
So at this point, if you saying that you don't like Cole, you just don't like him as a person, or you just following the trend. There's no other alternatives.
I feel like it's a trend because it's like, one, he doesn't show us enough to judge him as a person.
He don't.
And the stuff that he does show us,
it's a solid motherfucker.
right? It's nothing
He's
bad.
solid.
Right.
Like outside of the whole cancel culture thing, it's like that wasn't even a big thing for real.
Yeah, that wasn't. I feel like that wasn't on him. He kind of was just speaking on something that, which is true, by the way. But yeah, that's not. Yeah, and he barely even speaks.
Yeah, like we already mentioned,
right.
that he'll go an entire year without saying anything on any social media platform, and then come back and then make a post, and then it'll get like 1 million views in 20 minutes.
Right, and it feels like a lot of time he doesn't look for that validation either.
He doesn't.
Because remember when the whole George Floyd thing happened and everybody was protesting. And people was like, "Yo, where's J. Cole at now?" And this and that.
Nigga really on the front lines.
Yeah,
but he just don't post it.
And he didn't tweet about it or nothing. Same thing with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't tweeting about it, so people just assumed they wasn't doing it until other people start catching them out there and taking pictures. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, "Oh, y'all saying that Cole he ain't doing this and that, but look, he on the front line." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah,
like they're legitimate, solid dudes.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna, you can hate either one of them. You can hate Kendrick or Cole, but they're solid dudes at the end of the day.
Yeah. So it has to be like, regardless, the respect factor.
Yeah.
Which, because they're not beefing anyway. But we tend to debate and pit them against each other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So even if something was to happen, like with the whole Jay-Z and Nas situation all them years ago, like they were beefing super heavy. But what made the beef special is because throughout the beef, they respected each other.
Yeah.
That's what makes beef like, you know what I'm saying? Because then it's like, I have to take you serious because I know what you're capable of. I respect what you're capable of.
People just did, at one point, they didn't take Cole serious because of a lot of the stuff that he was doing. It wasn't like above the bar lyrical, and then Kendrick was dropping the Pimp a Butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City and shit like that. But at the same time, you got to look at like even his like Cole's earlier stuff, he was spitting, but they didn't look at that. They weren't taking that into consideration.
Yeah, I feel like Kendrick showcased his lyricism and his hit songs more than J. Cole was. Because J. Cole would have the albums where it would be tons of lyricism on there, but the hit songs wasn't that. They were lyrical, but not, they were more so lovey-dovey, and talking about other stuff until we just get the Forest Hills Drives, and then it's like, Takeoff. And at the same time as Takeoff, Kendrick's coming back down to earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now he's been gone for a long time. You know what I mean?
And when he come back, nigga, you got some work to do after this album.
Yeah. So, but he has Dre behind him, man.
He does.
That's
the scary thing. They got the kings of both ends of the East Coast and West Coast on their tail right now, just right on their tail, because like whenever the hell they want it.
All right, so picture this album cover, right? Picture a Cole and Kendrick joint album, and it's a side by side of Cole and Kendrick, and then above them it's the shadows of Jay-Z behind Cole and the shadow of Dr. Dre behind
Son.
Kendrick.
You're literally in my head right now and shit. That's exactly what I pictured in my head.
Yeah, like imagine that. Like imagine how that would be, young. Like
Imagine just the artwork in general.
that would
for
sell. That would sell itself.
It would.
Just the art alone. I would buy that and put that on the wall.
Nigga, no bull.
Like
you
what?
That's poster worthy.
That is
And
poster. And we haven't seen. I can't tell you the last time I've seen like. Even with, because, you know, females do the whole half-naked thing. We talked about Nicki Minaj earlier. Even that's, like, not. I get it, but that's not, like, iconic.
Nope. Not like how Trina used to be, though. That's clear.
Yeah. Like, I feel like the last time, I want to say high school almost. The last time I felt like I went out and was like, yo, these pictures are like iconic. Let me buy these. And it was Dipset. Obviously, remember that Death Row picture?
Which one?
It was it's the black background, and it's Suge Knight in the middle and surrounding him. It's a portrait picture, so it's just only their faces. So it's Suge Knight in the middle, and surrounding him is face pictures of Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Nate Dogg, Tupac, the Dog Pound Gang, and I'm missing somebody. Whoever the singer was. I ain't mad at you.
Oh shit, I don't remember.
Danny Boy.
Oh.
Him. I think that's his name. Sorry if it ain't. But yeah, so I actually was gonna put this in the group chat because I want to recreate that picture with us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'll pull it up once we get off air. But once I pull it up, I know you've seen it billions, not billions. I know you've seen it hundreds of times.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know you have because it's like one of the most iconic pictures in music history and shit. And it's just like, yeah. So, but yeah, like it's very rare that you see something like that. To the point where it's like, damn, I want to put that on my wall. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, Cole and Kendrick side by side with Jay-Z and Dre, shadows, like, above them in the background. That I would put that on the wall. It also make me feel hella old because, man, they got prodigal sons now. They have prodigies now.
Man, that's true.
They went from being icons to... Their branch offs are icons now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kudos to them for having, first and foremost, good genetics, then also having the know-how as a father to build them into something better.
That's facts.
But also have the mother around as well.
That's facts.
So that they both did surprisingly well for themselves.
That's facts.
With that.
Shout out to them, man. That's
even though as far as Dr. Dre is concerned, it's kind of different.
Yeah. I kind of feel like, they both give you freedom, but I kind of feel like Dr. Dre just kind of, it's kind of like whatever. You know what I'm saying? They take these beats, do what you got to do.
Man.
You need the features,
He has so much access to everything.
He does.
Like, how do you not jump into music with that type of equipment around?
He's been in it for, what, 40 years?
Yeah. He's had plaques since the 80s.
The 80s. Mid 80s too. Not even nothing like 89 or nothing like
2021. 2021. He has plaques since the mid 80s. He has plaques from before I was born.
That's crazy.
And he's still getting them. Like, that's the craziest part. He's still getting them.
That's crazy.
The amount of longevity that this man has is ridiculous.
It's so unreal. Like, it makes you, and one has like, okay, I see why people become like conspiracy theorists because it just seems like unreal that a person could be like that. But then it's like, once you start getting into your own little niche and you start seeing things happen that you didn't believe could happen either, then it's just like, yo, this shit is really wild. How stuff like this can really happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The man is a machine. He clear cut machine.
Robotic, like
Yeah.
the discipline. But see, I feel like back in that era, everything was revolved around if you were. He's a producer, but technically he made music too. You know, I feel like everything always revolved around the studio, regardless.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to mess with women, they was gonna bring women to the studio. If they wanted to drink, they was gonna bring the liquor to the no matter whatever their vices was.
Studio
had to be at the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I feel like today.
just like Tupac and like studio now.
Yeah. And he said it. He said once the Hennessy get the flowing in the studio, it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what happened, niggas was gonna record music. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like is missing in today's like. Cause you be watching, you follow like some of the rappers, niggas be everywhere but the studio.
That's facts. I can see the singers. I understand.
Oh yeah.
But the rappers, come on, bro.
Get in the studio.
Like there's no reason why you're not recording something.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be writing for yourself.
Yeah.
That's the image you're giving off.
Yeah.
So singers, like they don't have the image that they're writing for themselves.
Right.
They've never had that image.
Right.
But rappers, you literally have no other alternative, really. Like they be having whole studios in their house, and then they'll put out one album every 3 years. Not possible.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Let that have been me. You get like 6 albums a year.
Yeah. Even if you don't drop it. Like Tupac and them recorded like what do you say, 400 songs in 1 year?
Dog.
Or in a 2-year window? 400.
You know some wild ass shit is like even the average person is recording more albums with less resources.
Right. It depends. I guess it just depends on like the passion. Because if you just doing music to make money and you just so happen to make it, then you just really want to be out living life.
Yeah, that's my biggest gripe with the industry. If you wanted to be the best for real and say that and claim the top spot, like just don't say, "Oh, look, I got the most streams and all that shit." We don't care about that.
Yeah.
The people who really grew up hip hop, we don't care about the stream numbers.
Yeah.
Are you better than so and so? Can you lyrically beat this person? Get on a track with this person, get on a track with that person. Show me something. Those are the people that I go for. If you willing to get on a track and do something, do it.
When people diss you, respond.
And don't hit us with the, "Oh, I had something. And it was gonna be too
So
it was gonna be
corny.
too messed up.
That's
so I ain't even release it."
Yeah.
Drake.
Yeah. That's one of the that beef was automatically over when he said that. No, in the nigga career.
The nigga lost.
Nigga talk about your kid, nigga talk about your baby mama, and nigga career, man.
The story of Adidon should have ended his career, but Drake is too built up by the machine to actually fall off.
Yeah, and Pusha T machine wasn't like Kanye. He
ain't got the pull.
He just don't use it. He doesn't fund his machine. Because if Kanye would have taken an approach how Jay-Z does with Rock Nation, Big Sean and them would have been like damn near megastars.
Son, shit, like for real, bro, if you pay attention like the people that he has on that label, he has Travis Scott himself, Pusha T,
Sci-Hi, Big Sean. Like that, they would have been like they'd have been up there. They'd have been like up there.
That's literal. That's Dreamville for real.
Basically, yeah. Like it. Every time we bring up Cole and Kendrick, we probably will bring up Pusha T. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we probably or whoever people preference is, because Big Sean, he's kind of slick with the lyricism too.
Yeah, Big Sean is fired.
Yeah, he's very
Detroit's own.
Very underrated in my opinion.
Like people actually sometimes put him in their top 5. That goes to show how good a person actually is.
Yeah, that's big.
And to have lyricism like that all on one single label is ridiculous.
Yeah, but he doesn't. I don't feel like he
trying to fund that the clothes that he be.
Yeah, it's making him too much money. He's successful with it, but it's making him. That's why he. I don't know. I don't think once you make a certain amount of money, I feel like you literally have people's careers in your hands. I don't feel like I could just keep people like you know, like on the shelf like that. Especially if,
Lil Wayne.
well, he doesn't care.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Like he learned from Birdman, and Birdman taught him well the wrong way.
See, Lil Wayne, he's that's something that was a long time coming. His situation, because he was on the other end when he was younger, and the Cash Money was getting rid of Juvenile and BG and Manny Fresh, and Lil Wayne was the golden goose then, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then everything just comes full circle, because now what you was with all them years ago is happening to you. You know what I'm saying? Classic mistake that you see what's happening, you think it can't happen to you, but then it happens to you.
He recorded the No Ceilings album and shit, and then cut everybody off with the money and shit. Like there was no Young Money after that for real.
Yeah, took the budget from the Young Money, because the Young Money album did real good. The little Bedrock and the Roger.
Even though that shit was trash, I
like Bedrock.
Bedrock
that was like young Money. That was like 2009.
I know, but honestly, Bedrock. Like I remember recently they was talking about how Bedrock was like had like some of the worst punchlines in history.
I seen that.
And that's true.
But it had some of the good ones too, though. It had some good ones in there too, though.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like to me, Gutta Gutta had the best verse in the whole song. I'm sorry, like to me that was the only. That's all I can look at. Like
no, he was one of the ones with the worst lines though, right? Because that little I got her
in the grocery bag.
Yeah, that was him.
That was one of the lines. Yeah, I know.
Disqualified. So I know. You're not allowed to have the best verse now. I mean, personally, I like Jay. But what I'm saying is that was Young Money's first album. That's like 2009. By 2015, that would have been probably like their third album together. Shit would have been.
So the best song on that joint wasn't even a Young Money song for real. It was the Steady Mobbin' joint with Lil Wayne and Gucci Mane. And
yeah, that don't count.
That was fire, bro.
First of all, that joint been on like 4 or 5 different projects. Like
they milked that shit like crazy.
Yeah, and now I can see like that's what their little formula is. They on some, because today it really got me looking at Nicki Minaj like differently. I'm low key jail. I done got put in Facebook jail and everything.
Nigga, I side-eyed her ever since she came out. So
I used to like her. Because it's like I don't necessarily like the music, but it's different, and I felt like music needs different.
Son, it's one thing to be different. It's another thing to just.
But now
horrible.
It's like she can't even be different. You've been gone for 3 years. I don't care what nobody says, and the only thing I can let her slide with is this is a common practice from her. She loves remastering stuff she's already done. She's been doing that since day one.
She pulled an Arsenal on the whole album.
Just I don't know. I'll tell you one thing though. She's lucky she didn't drop an album a day, because you don't want to drop the same day as Cole. Not her. Drake maybe. Nicki Minaj nah.
You said 21 Savage dropped today too, so
he's different. He knows he's not going to outsell J. Cole.
Yeah. Oh well, obviously.
Yeah.
But
if you know better,
I'm gonna have to.
That's cool.
I gotta listen to the album since I know that it's around. I gotta listen to it.
If you know better, that's different. Versus me, like a lot of niggas. Man, fuck that nigga Mike. I'm dropping my shit today too. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna see. Mike shit sell 7 million. My shit sell 1 million. You know what I'm saying? And then or unless you just do the whole 50 Cent Kanye West thing.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like, yo, we the 2 top dogs right now.
Let's see who sell the most.
Let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love that beef though. That was actually a fire beef though.
Yeah, because it wasn't a real beef. It was just
sell the most.
2 niggas flexing egos and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And they both of them had egos. I'll tell you that right now.
Who was gonna be the number one? And they lost to Kenny Chesney. The rock and roll. That's the first time I heard. I said, "Who the fuck is that?" They was because they swore one of them was gonna be number 1 and the other person was gonna be number 2. I never forget.
That's a very anticlimactic end.
It was. I will never forget that. And then everybody was waiting for the little list to drop. The list dropped. I'm like, "Who the fuck is Kenny Chesney?" That's a little country rock and roll.
They probably fabricated that shit just so they could do that on purpose and shit.
Probably. And then I went to go listen to him. I said, little bootleg, little Tim McGraw type nigga. All right, you know what I'm saying? But he not better than I get money or wait till I get my money right. You know what I'm saying? Like
graduation, man. Oh my goodness.
That was like the last. That was the end of a. It also was the end of a era. That was like the last Kanye done we got where he wasn't going through problems and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then 808s and Heartbreaks came out, and then after
that was classic. But he was going through problems. Like
yeah.
he was going through shit. But, like I hate for niggas to give us the classic shit off of Heartbreaks and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And Heartless, so you feel that, motherfucker.
Yeah,
you feel that.
Yeah, like I'm I forgot. You ever heard of the artist called Giveon?
I've heard of him, but I never even listened to him.
So he dropped a song around this time last year. It's called Heartbreak Anniversary. But he dropped a video to that song last month.
The fuck?
Yeah, I don't get it. So I forgot about the song. Swim. I listened to that joke and I was like, yo, this nigga's been hurt. Like, like you can feel it. I can feel this nigga's been hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like you gotta love music like that. That's
yeah.
I remember.
But you also be scared for niggas too.
You do,
cause that's scary. That's scary. So
you definitely feel for them. Cause what other song? Like I remember Cole dropped a song on 2014 for us. It was Drive. It was like, I think for real, I think that whole album was somewhat like a story.
It was. My favorite song on that album is it's called Love Yours.
Yeah, Love Yours. Like I think that was a real good song to listen to.
That was whenever you're depressed or sad, unsatisfied with life, play that song. The original, because when he made the video, he just did the little. I hate when artists do this. He's no exception. When they do the video, they just take a live performance. Because the live performance don't hit like the real song. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a live performance. And the performance was sweet, but it just wasn't hitting like the real song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear the crowd. I don't want to hear like...
Yeah, I definitely ain't want...
Yeah, not for that song.
Crowd, bro.
Yeah, not for that song or some shit. But, yeah, that's my favorite. I listen to that song faithfully.
Yeah, Born Center, the song with... like, bro, I just want to listen to it now. We up, got me up.
Oh, yeah.
Night.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's one of my favorite songs of J. Cole. And
yeah.
Shit. Like, I just want to listen to this shit. Like, I can listen to that shit all day, but I gotta listen to the whole album by itself. I can't just listen to one song over and over again.
Yeah.
Like,
who's that on the hook again? Was that Miguel?
Yeah, it's Miguel.
Where's Miguel been at, man? Because around that time, he was, how many drinks?
Nah, bro. After that nigga Hulk Hogan leg dropped that girl, he fell off the earth.
Yeah, niggas stop booking him from concerts. Nah, we can't book him here. He don't know how to act.
Oh, this don't look like the baby with his like you just haul it off on him.
Remember all the memes that was surfacing when he did that shit?
Like, do you remember that little giraffe with the broken neck? And he was like, this came from a Miguel concert. Hey, I died, bro. I couldn't breathe when I saw that joke, bro.
Miguel on this joke. That nigga. You buy a ticket to his show. Ain't no telling what niggas gonna be in for and shit.
Hey, they gonna have to pull a Gallagher and shit. You need a full shield for this nigga. Hey, you gotta come to that bitch with chainmail and a fucking sword, go to war for this nigga. Yeah. I ain't even playing. Like I swear, when Miguel did that, that was viral. I mean, that was
it went viral super quick too. That's probably
goodness.
One of the fastest times I've seen something go viral so quick. Like it happened one night and it went viral that night. Like
it's like the equivalent to that stripper that fell off the fucking pole and shit.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Or that when Destiny's Child was performing and one of them fell, that went viral. I think it was not Beyonce, not Kelly, the other one. Michelle. Yeah, they were walking out to the stage, like to the front of the stage, and Michelle just kind of, I don't know if her heel gave out or whatever, but she just kind of fell, you know. And you could tell Kelly saw out her peripheral that she fell, She just didn't do nothing about it. She just kept walking. I don't think Beyonce saw it, but they just kept walking and performing. And then Michelle was just like sitting there, still singing, and then she just slowly gets up, and you know what I'm saying?
Damn, dark skin versus light skin hate. Damn, bro.
Think so? Yeah, I mean, they all, Kelly's dark skin. Michelle's like my complexion.
Brown.
Beyonce's probably the lightest.
Well, out of the ones that survived Destiny's Child, the other ones. Remember, there was actually light skinned ones in Destiny's Child at one point.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think.
Well, lighter than Beyonce.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
I remember what you call
The early Destiny's Child.
Latoya Luckett was in Destiny's Child. She like the same complexion. Yeah, I would have to see who that other member was, because if I'm not mistaken, I know Michelle replaced somebody, and they never replaced Latoya Luckett and shit. I mean, it's just like anyway, this shit was destined for Beyonce to be great, even though people be hating. But
it's all right, bro. To be honest, I know a lot of people hate this. Well, hearing it, not a fan of Beyonce either.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, definitely is.
But I guess we've come to that time, my brother.
Yeah, we kind of trailed off quite a bit, but
we got the overall.
Yeah, at the end of the day, man, that Cole album,
super fire.
Like, nothing right now is better than that Cole album right now.
Yeah, nothing's gonna.
That's actually
album of the year.
That's gonna be yeah. Like I was actually gonna say that. Like what? Album of the year candidate.
Yeah, it's gonna be album of the year candidate.
Because I don't see anybody dropping anything of worth that's gonna be close to that. If you do, it's surprising me.
It like I feel like it's gonna be somebody else that might come. There'd be noteworthy album of the year, but I feel like the other album of the year is gonna have to just come from like, I don't know, Taylor Swift or somebody outside the genre.
Yeah,
like I just feel like that's how it's gonna work out, because it's already mid-May, and I don't know who's dropping music from now until the end of the year. You know what I mean? So we'll see. It's the off season.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, like with this album, it's something different, bro.
Yeah,
it's something different, because when he dropped KOD, niggas they wasn't feeling that one. Because of, like, oh, I don't really like the way he made it, even though he was just making the songs technically the way that everybody else liked.
Right.
But yet they still didn't like him for some reason.
Yeah, you know how that be.
Then
For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah, For Your Eyes Only. Well, For Your Eyes Only was actually before that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was For Your Eyes Only. Then it was KOD.
So what was the last? KOD was the last one?
Yeah, KOD was the last one he came out with.
And that was 17.
And then the Dreamville shit.
Yeah, I didn't count that because that's.
I mean, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not completely cold, but you know the Dreamville shit.
That's cheating.
How's it cheating?
Yeah, you know, you got the rest of you bring the rest of the animals into it. That's you know, that ain't fair and shit.
Okay, then.
But hopefully we get some. They said somebody else from Dreamville will be dropping this year.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
it's
my boo, Ari Lennox.
I mean, if it's Ari Lennox and shit, then all right.
Merlin's own.
I don't even get why people keep talking about her the way that they do, man. That's a gorgeous woman.
That's good. I man, this is how much I like Ari Lennox. Every time that I step outside, I hope I see her.
What?
I hope I see her every time I step outside, because she be in Maryland a lot. She don't even be like, you know how like such and such be from Maryland, but they be always somewhere else. Every time she posts, she's in Maryland somewhere, like in Landover, in Largo, Capitol Heights. Like I'm friends with somebody on Facebook. You know Alexis, Zaddy Lex.
Mm-hmm.
She always be on there with this girl called, her name Tiffany, but her name be like Bunny on Facebook. Anyway, Bunny, her aunt does Ari Lennox hair.
Nigga, wow.
That's how much Ari Lennox be in Maryland. Like that's how, like her, cause she posted it one day on Facebook, and she was like, I met Ari Lennox today. My aunt did her hair. Had the little pictures or whatever. And then Ari Lennox had shouted her out from her little page on Facebook, shouted her aunt out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, got my hair slayed by such and such. Go book, now. Every time I step outside, bro, I could be walking to your house. Mike lives around the corner from me, for those that don't matter. So there's virtually no chance I'll see Ari Lennox. Even if I did, I would see her. She wouldn't even know who the fuck I am. But
yeah, you gotta paint the picture.
even you live behind me. If I'm walking to your house, I'd be like, damn, I hope Ari Lennox out here somewhere. I just need to see her. I just need to meet her one time. This one time.
And have her probably
we'd be good
in
from
like
there.
one of the little photo shoot, little street meet jumps.
That'd be lit. She would do something like that. She be, cause I feel like she be really like, she be wanting to be accepted, cause I feel like she think a lot of people don't like her.
Which is far from the truth, cause
Yeah,
man, I ain't got no problems with people. The people who talk about Ari Lennox don't really love themselves, bro.
It just be Twitter trolls.
Yeah,
But she just see a bunch of people trolling and think that shit be the truth.
Yeah, but for real, a lot of DMV people are like that though. Like,
It don't even be that. It don't even be.
I'm talking about like we're kind of like sensitive,
right,
in a way.
Oh yeah. Okay, I get you. Because KD is like,
yeah, like we're
KD
as
is
far
like
as
somewhat
like
sensitive.
people from around here, like we're really like sensitive about people like talking down on us when we're not doing anything wrong. So, because you kind of get in your feelings sometimes. People talk down on your stuff.
Facts.
So, I mean, I feel the same way, but I kind of like shrug it off. But that's not for everybody.
Yeah, I shrug it off as well.
Yeah, like if you shrug the shit off, like it's different. But they're getting it at a higher tier than what we're getting it. So it's no telling what they're going through.
I mean,
so
I probably would still shrug it off though.
I mean, yeah,
and not to mention they have a different lifestyle than we have as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I don't like if all my bills and shit paid for the next year or so or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got shit to worry about.
It ain't too much that's gonna rile me up.
No bull
on Twitter. Like you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't. Yeah. I might be bored one day and just decide to act up with a couple of hecklers or something like that. But as far as like me thinking like, damn, motherfuckers really ain't fucking with me.
So I'm gonna pull a Cole and shit. I'm gonna post once a year. You gonna get a short film.
Yeah, or some shit like that. So man, I just want to meet her one time. That's it.
It's okay. You'll get your shit.
She'd be so close.
So close but so far away.
Remember the little SpongeBob joint? They was going to visit the big clam. But the John wouldn't stop crying and all that. So Patrick was he was being like a fake little detective. And so he was like, SpongeBob thought he was narrowing in on discovering it was him that made the little John cry. But Patrick was dumb as fuck. So he was like, he had went to SpongeBob's house and SpongeBob came outside. He was like, oh yeah, I'm closing in on who the culprit is. He was like, I'm so close, I can almost taste it. And then it was like a little close cut of like Patrick. It looked like he was licking SpongeBob. But when they did the backup, he was just licking the ice cream junk that looked like SpongeBob. And he was like, and this ice cream hits the spot. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how I feel like, man, she'd be so close, I can almost just like, let me run into you one time at the mall or something. You know what I'm saying? Like
your domain.
Forward to the mall. Come to Ari. Come on, Ari. Come to Forward to the mall.
I'm pretty sure like she's been there when
I'm
you
pretty
went
sure
around.
she had. And you know what the ironic thing gonna be? I'm gonna run into her and not gonna know it's her.
That's facts. And then you gonna be mad as hell too.
Yeah, she gonna post a picture later on like, damn, that was her. Oh shit!
Just got back from Forestville Mall, y'all.
She done put a baseball cap on and some sunglasses or something. You know what I'm saying? You walk right past her and shit. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up? All right. You keep going. Damn.
Son, that's gonna be wild. I swear I would laugh so hard at you.
I go jump off the roof.
If you could get up there, that's pretty high.
Man, I can go jump off something.
You go jump off the sign in the front of the Hill Mall.
Yeah, little brick.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Uh-huh.
Have your arms all flopped out and shit.
Yeah. I wouldn't fuck that moment up though. She just posts too much and too close. Largo, Landover, by the Boulevard and shit. Like she just be too close. Like I was,
Yeah, but that is a fine woman though.
she is fine.
Damn it, J. Cole. Why you take her away and move her so far?
Just a glass of chocolate. I think she still live in Maryland.
Well, she probably does.
Yeah.
But good Lord.
Just a glass of chocolate milk.
Nigga, I don't even know. I don't fuck with milk.
You know what it look like though.
I know what it look like.
Right.
But goddamn it, I don't
you know
fuck
what it
with
look
milk.
like. And shit. You used to fuck with milk. Yeah.
Chocolate milk when they had to
all-
give us that shit at the school and shit because I ain't nothing else to drink. But
Yeah,
she ain't
I mean, we all fuck with
she ain't the I'm just doing it because I ain't got nothing else to drink. Like she top tier.
Yeah,
Nigga,
I'm just saying. I'm saying she looks like chocolate milk.
nigga, I know, I understand
It's
the
just being complicated.
I understand
right
that.
now.
But
Yeah.
nigga, she like for me she's like water, nigga. Like I just need her in my life.
I guess so. Apples, oranges.
Fuck off.
Anyways, this has been another. I guess we didn't get too much far off topic. Everything kind of related to J. Cole in a way.
Definitely did.
Yeah.
But
So.
yeah, it's been another Breaking the Narrative podcast. I'm Tony,
And I'm Teddy.
and we out of here.